Imagine waking up every day and feeling like you're wearing someone else's skin. You look in the mirror and it feels wrong, like the face staring back isn't yours. You hear people call you he or she, and it feels like they're talking about a stranger. You try to push it down, telling yourself you're just being weird, but it never goes away. It's there when you get dressed, when you hear your own voice, even when you smile. Some days, you wonder if it would be better to just disappear. You think about how everyone would feel if you said the truth, how they might look at you, whisper about you, or maybe even hate you. You try to hide, wearing clothes that don't feel right, or acting in ways that feel fake. But the mask gets heavier, and the weight in your chest gets harder to carry. You wish you could just be seen for who you really are. You wish you could say, "This is me," without fear. That's what it feels like to be transgender. Being transgender means your body doesn't match who you are inside. It's like being a girl but looking like a boy, or being a boy but looking like a girl. Some people feel like both or neither. It's not about pretending or playing dress-up. It's about who you are deep down. It's the truth you know, even when no one else sees it. First, being transgender isn't a choice. It's not something you just decide one day, like picking out clothes. It's about understanding who you are deep inside. Many trans people know from a very young age, but it can take time to feel safe enough to say it out loud. It's not about wanting to be different. It's about needing to live as who you truly are, even if the world doesn't understand. Some people try to ignore it, hoping those feelings will just disappear. But pretending can feel like being trapped in a lie. It's exhausting and lonely, like wearing a mask that never comes off. Coming out isn't about seeking attention or making a statement. It's about finally being honest with yourself and the people around you. For a lot of trans people, it's the first step toward really living. Another thing people often don't know is that not all trans people want surgery or medical treatment. Some feel happy just changing their name, wearing different clothes, or being called the right pronouns. Others might want hormones or surgeries to change their body. What makes someone feel comfortable is different for everyone, and that's okay. Transitioning is not one size fits all. It can mean something different for each person. Some trans people can't or don't want to access medical treatments for personal, financial, or health reasons. That doesn't make them any less valid or real. What matters most is that they get to live as who they truly are. A common misunderstanding is that many people don't realize it can be hard for trans people to be accepted, even by family and friends. Some people don't understand what it means to be transgender, and that can make it scary to come out. But having support from even one person can make a huge difference. It's why good friends are so important. Rejection from loved ones can be deeply painful, and it can lead to feeling alone. Some trans people have to hide who they are to protect themselves, and that can be exhausting. But when someone listens, respects their name and pronouns, and stands by them, it shows they are seen and valued. Even small acts of kindness and understanding can mean the world. Another thing people often get wrong is that being transgender isn't about who you're attracted to. Trans people can be straight, gay, bisexual, or anything else, just like anyone else. Being trans is about who you are, not who you love. Some people mix this up, but it's two different things. It's easy for people to confuse gender identity and sexual orientation, but they are completely separate. Gender identity is about who you are on the inside, how you see yourself. Sexual orientation is about who you're attracted to and who you love. For example, a trans man might love women, men, both, or neither, just like any other man. Knowing the difference helps people better understand and support trans people. Lastly, trans people can live happy, fulfilling lives. It's not all pain and struggle. There's so much more to the story. Trans people fall in love, chase dreams, build careers, and create families. They laugh at bad jokes, cry at sappy movies, and feel the sun on their face, just like anyone else. The freedom to be yourself, to wake up each day and know you're living your truth, is powerful. Yes, there are challenges, but there's also strength, pride, and deep joy in owning who you are. Trans people make art, start businesses, teach kids, and lead communities. They are mentors, friends, and role models who inspire others by just being themselves. Being trans isn't a tragedy. It's a story of courage, growth, and becoming whole. I just wish people could understand that trans people aren't a problem to be fixed or a debate to be had. We're just people, trying to live, to love, to be seen for who we really are. And we deserve that. Everyone deserves that. If you can do just one thing, let it be this. Listen, learn, and treat trans people with the kindness and respect we all deserve. It might seem small, but it means the world.